was so slow.
Oh.
You did it?
Yeah.
Congrats. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'll let you have a breather while I... Okay. Hello. We are so excited to see you again. We are joining you from Goldwell Park, overlooking Northcroft Park, where we were planning on having a picnic tomorrow to celebrate the success you've had as part of the search and rescue mission team this past week. However, because of the coronavirus and government restrictions, that hasn't been able to happen. But watch this space, as we haven't given up on that plan just yet.
How exciting, eh? Guys, anyways, I want to welcome each and every single one of you to day 4 of Search and Rescue Holiday Club 2020.
How great it is to see you all for the last time for more fun, stories, games and a talk. I'm Beth.
I'm Josh.
We are extremely sad it's our last day with you all. We've really loved having you along for the ride this week, but there's something exciting coming up, which we will tell you about later.
Ooh, mystery. Anyways, guys, today we're going to conclude our search and rescue mission with another story from the Bible. But before we go into today's video, let's have a recap on days 1, 2 and 3 before getting started with today's video. That's right, everyone. We looked at the story of the lost sheep, then the lost coin, and then the lost son. And that's a perfect theme for today. Let's have a look at the story.
But wait, we forgot the bonus question.
What's that?
What's your favourite cake?
It's got to be a good Victoria sponge. I'm sorry, best cake out there.
Are you crazy? It's obviously chocolate.
Beth, but jam.
But chocolate is
Beth,
amazing.
Jam.
I don't care about jam.
Chocolate.
Chocolate's the best.
Anyways, we've become sidetracked again. Here is Hannah and Caitlin with the game for today.
You might need an umbrella.
Hi Holiday Club and welcome back to another game. Yesterday we had fun and today we're going to have more fun again. So this game is called Sponge Soak and the aim of the game is to work together all by yourself, and you want to have one bucket full of water and then the other bucket not full of water, and you've got to run with a sponge from one bucket with the water to the other bucket and try fill up the water as quick as you can. And it's great for teamwork or not. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it solo, but you can definitely take turns with siblings if you have them.
For sure.
To try and get the bucket to all the way to the top.
Yeah, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
Set?
Yeah.
Go! That was excellent work from Hannah there. So you can take it in turns and you can go one after the other and try go as quick as you can. I mean, it's a bit hard on Hannah because she was going back and forth all by herself, but if I was joining in it would be a lot easier. So, I hope you enjoy that game and we will see you next time. Bye!
Oh my goodness, guys. If you see Beth with water and a sponge, run. It's a deadly combo. Oh my goodness. Oh. Hi, Beth.
Excellent. We hope you had as much fun as we had. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of fun.
Please do find time to play the game later. I think we all know what's next.
What's next?
Our friends Reverend Arthur and Sherlock are going to read us our story for today.
Awesome. Guys, feel free to pause the video to grab a snack or a drink before we hear today's true story. It's an excellent one.
Thanks guys, good to be with you again. We have one final story to share with you today. If you can remember, we've already heard 3 stories that Jesus told, showing how God rejoices when we allow ourselves to be found after being lost in our sin.
Yes, we had the farmer who found its lost sheep, the woman who found her lost coin, and the father who was reunited with his lost son. All 3 of them celebrated after they had found that missing thing that was most precious to them.
Well, today we are going to hear about a little man called Zacchaeus. He was very lost, but even though he was very sinful, he came to Jesus by climbing a tree.
Climbing a tree?
Yes, it's pretty funny. He was too short, so he couldn't see Jesus.
That's great.
And Jesus forgave him for the bad things that he'd done and helped him to turn his life around.
Wow, that sounds sounds wonderful. Let's read the story. It's taken from Luke chapter 19, verse 1 to 10.
Jesus was going through the city of Jericho. In Jericho, there was a man named Zacchaeus. He was a wealthy, very important tax collector. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but he was too short to see above the crowd.
He ran ahead to a place where he knew Jesus would come. He climbed a sycamore tree so he could see Jesus. When Jesus came to that place, he looked up and saw Zacchaeus in the tree. He said to him, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down. I must stay at your house." Zacchaeus came down quickly. He was pleased to have Jesus in his house. All the people saw this and began to complain. "Look at the kind of man Jesus is staying with. Zacchaeus is a sinner."
But Zacchaeus said to the Lord, "I will give half of my money to the poor. If I have cheated anyone, I will pay that person back 4 times more."
Jesus said, "Salvation has come to this house today. This man truly belongs to the family of Abraham. The Son of Man came to find the lost people and save them."
Let's hand over to Marcia to learn more about this story.
Over to you, Marcia, and goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Hi guys, so I'm Marcia and I'm here to talk about that story that we've just heard about Zacchaeus and what happened to him when he met Jesus. And it's a little bit different to the other stories we've had this week because the others are stories that Jesus told to help describe who he was. But this story is a bit different because it's something that actually happened. But before I carry on, there's something a little bit strange seems to be happening in this room behind me. So I'm just going to go and see what's going on in there. So look guys, I found Josh and Beth here in this room. And they seem to be having a bit of a party, but it's a bit of an odd party. Most parties don't have this many sheep at them for a start. Why might we have sheep here? Perhaps it's because it reminds us of that first story from day one. What else have we had in the stories? We had coins, and Ed's coins from day 2, they're here with us as well. And Josh has got Ellen's ring, as a reminder of those stories that we heard from the beginning of the week, the stories that Jesus told about things that were lost but then were found. Today's story seems a little bit different because it's not obvious that someone was lost in it. But Zacchaeus was lost. If you remember yesterday, Ellen said that when we do stuff that's bad, when it weighs on us and separates us from God, then that's what the Bible talks about as being lost. And Zacchaeus was lost because he'd done loads of bad stuff. And he wanted to meet Jesus, but he couldn't. He couldn't get to Jesus because he'd done bad things. But Jesus loved him and invited him round to dinner. And it wasn't just any old dinner, it was a bit of a celebration, a bit of a party like we've got here today. So how does that relate to us? How did Jesus come to save and search and rescue us? Well, in the corner over there, you can see we've got a cross. And you might have seen that in some of the other videos this week too. And that cross is what Jesus did when he came to earth. He was the only person who's ever lived a perfect life. And he died on a cross so that all of those things we do that make us lost, we can be forgiven for and we can be friends with God again. Now, it's not immediately obvious how that could have happened. And if you've signed up for Holiday Club, you will have got one of these in your packs. And this tells you a little bit more about why it's important that Jesus died and rose from the dead and how that helps us to be rescued and be friends with God. So do read this book, and if you didn't get a pack and you would like a copy of this book, then do get in touch with us here at Sit Next. We'd love to send one out to you. But before we finish, I'm just going to say a quick prayer as we close our time together this week. So shall we pray? Father God, thank you that Jesus came to seek us, to save us and to rescue us. Thank you that we can be friends with you because of what he did. Amen. Now, Beth and Josh, I think that's pretty cool, and I think that is a pretty good indication of why we should have a party. Yeah. Don't you guys? Yeah? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Marcia, for telling us what the story of Zacchaeus really means for us. That's genuinely amazing. And guys, we really hope you have some time to respond to what we just heard.
Next, Desiree and her family are going to go over our memory verse for this week. Hopefully by the end you're going to know it so well.
I love our memory verse. Are you ready, Beth?
I was born ready, Josh.
Let's go.
Thanks, Beth and Josh. This is our last day of the memory verse for Holiday Club. But all of our words are mixed up. Hey, can you guys help me to get them put into order?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you look at the words and see who goes into what place and get yourself reordered.
I think Adam has the first one.
Okay, Adam, why don't you go to the front? Okay, what do you guys think?
I think I have the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I have the second one.
Eric's the second one.
Yeah, I think I've lost it.
Okay.
Well, not really.
Oh, all right, come up over so we can see a little bit more. There we go. Okay, hold your things up big so we can all see it. Okay, let's read the memory verse together, starting with Adam. Go ahead.
This Son of Man
Came to find.
lost people and save them.
And where in the Bible is this from? You guys remember?
Ooh, I have it right.
Eric's got it there. Okay, Ari, what does it say?
Luke chapter 19,
Verse 10. Okay, so just to reiterate finally the last part of the memory verse, the Son of Man came to find lost people and save them. Luke chapter 19, verse 10. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Back over to you, Beth and Josh.
Wow, guys, we've actually learnt it. How sick is that? Anyways, we hope that you guys enjoyed the puzzle memory verse game in your packs when you do them later. Why don't you send in pictures of your completed puzzle and bits of colouring this week, because we know that you guys are super talented. We'd just absolutely love to see what you've been up to.
The next and final thing in today's video is Sophie and Sam, who are going to go over the final bit of the song.
We're almost there. Oh, after this, we will have learned the whole thing. I don't know about you, but it's been stuck in my head all week. I definitely feel like I know it now.
Now on to our experts, Sam and Sophie, as they complete My Lighthouse for us with some wonderful action.
Hi Holiday Club, it's the last video of the song My Lighthouse. We're going to be learning the final part and then putting it all together. Woo! Right, let's start with the bit that we're learning today.
Guys, honestly, I have never been more impressed with each and every single one of you. We've learned the whole song, didn't we?
Wow.
Anyways, Beth, what about the whole week? What have we learned?
So like the memory verse says that we've learned all of this week, the Son of Man came to find lost people and save them. And in our story today, Zacchaeus was a lost man and Jesus found him. And like Jesus and Zacchaeus, Jesus wants to find us too and search and rescue us. What wonderful news that is. And after that, when he finds us, we can have a massive party. How wonderful.
I love a good party. Wow, that's incredible. Anyways, guys, sadly, we've reached the end of the video for the final day of Holiday Club 2020. Beth, I know. Don't be sad, okay?
Why?
Oh, because we have a Sunday celebration video coming out for all of you guys to join in with. There'll be more games, more fun, and more laughter.
What great news! Join us on the Sidnix YouTube channel this Sunday, the 26th of July, for a service to celebrate all the fun we've had this week.
And guys, please do send in any photos of the activities, of the games you might have played throughout this whole week.
Before we go, we have lots of people to thank for making this week so great. First of all, to the people who've been involved that you've seen over the last few days, and also the people that you have not seen.
And there's so many of you guys. The camera people,
the editors,
the packers,
the prayers,
the designers,
the printers,
and most of all of you guys for being with us on this incredible search and rescue mission.
Thank you.
Honestly guys, it's been amazing, but now it's time for us to go. We hope that you have a great rest of the day, and thank you honestly for joining us on this incredible Search and Rescue Holiday Club 2020.
Make sure to tune in on Sunday for our celebration service.
Bye for
now. Everyone.